Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Sustainable Living. It's a beautiful spring, brisk morning, and we're going to take you on a tour. We're going to show you our morning routine, and it's the same in the evening and what we do to help prepare our girls to get on the milk stand and be ready for milking before they give birth. So our room in here is just an 8x8 room that they come into. So it's a fairly small room, but it works really well for our goats. And the goats, we have been training them, at least the two new girls, our seasoned girls know the routine very well, but our two new girls that are going to be kidding for the first time this year, we have been working with them for the last few weeks and they have trained really well. So they know their routine, they know which stand they like, they have a preference on which side they want to go to, and so we will be letting them in and show you what we are doing. So they will come in and stick their head in, and then we will basically latch their head, and then we will put their grain and sweet feed into that trough there. Once they have learned that they're getting this kind of a sweet feed ration, then it makes the training process a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up their tray right now.
Come on up, Twinkle.
You'll see they'll just jump right up, stick their head right in, latch them in, and after they scarf it down, they're wanting more. But we don't give them more. Tricia will give them a little pet down. They really like to get a brush, and this also helps remove some of that old winter coat. Here's Panda, she's ready. This is her first year, and she has learned to get on the stand, and we're pleased with that. Sometimes you may have to coax them a little bit. You may even have to pull them to get on the stand. But once they start to learn that there is grain and feed in here, they will just automatically jump up here. So this is Big Sister. You remember her. She was stuck underneath the hay trough, and she is doing really well. So we're pleased with her comeback. So it's really important, especially on your new girls that are going to be kidding for their first time, is that you really want to just really touch them and get them used to your touch. And even, it may seem kind of weird, but you need to really kind of touch their teats and just get them used to you touching them. Because if you don't, then what's going to end up happening is you're going to have troubles with your milking. So just kind of, it may seem kind of weird to touch your goats and just kind of give them a massage and get them to feel and get them used to you touching them, and this will really help with your first time milking them, and they won't be so skittish and jumpy, and it'll be a much more pleasant experience for you.
So touching them helps the goats understand that you're not going to hurt them when they get up here to be milked.
All right, girls, come on. We got two more. Come on. Now Violet, she's our oldest girl, and she gets beat up quite a bit. So I have to come out and get her, or at least call her. Come on, Violet. Come on, girl. Come on. Let's go. Come on. So if I stand out here, she knows she feels safe to come in, and same with BB. BB's this one right here, and then this is Violet. Come on, girls. Come on. See, once she knows I'm in here, she knows that the other girls won't hurt her, and she can run in. Come on, BB. But sometimes you have to kind of coax them a little bit. But once they know, they'll jump right up. We are approximately about a week away from our first goat from getting birth. So some of the things while we have them on the stand, along with brushing them and touching them, we're going to come back here and we're going to be touching the back end of the goat. So this is going to be the area that's going to soften up before they give birth, and you'll feel two tendons, one by your thumb and then one by your index finger, and you'll feel them and they will start to loosen up. When those tendons are completely softened and you can't feel them anymore, then you're going to basically be close to be having baby goats. Also, we're checking on the back end, and we're just looking for any type of discharge fluid. One of the other indicators that you can really look for is you'll see this concave indentation on this upper part of the belly. But when they get ready to birth in that week, you'll see this concave action. You can see it right there, that it really starts to indent there. That means the babies are dropping and they're getting ready to go into the birth canal to get aligned to get ready to start to give birth. There's multiple things you can look for, but those are some of the key indicators we look for. We don't have all the answers to our animals, but we have been doing this for about 10 years, and we've learned a few things along the way. But Trisha likes to look for these lick marks that I'm not for sure what that indicates. I just think that's probably indicating maybe that they are a little more uncomfortable and they're getting a little bit closer. So you can see that lick mark. So she's always looking for those things. All right, the girls are fed. We typically throw 2 flakes into the hay crib for all these other girls. And then over there, we throw 1 flake for Violet. Violet is our oldest goat. We feed her over here because she gets picked on quite a bit. She's a very docile goat, very tender goat, and the other goats really pick on her. So we throw a separate amount for her. You can see BB here is trying to butter out of her own thing, and that's because we're standing here. But Violet's about 10 years old. She is our first goat that we got when we first started milking, and she has been absolutely wonderful. Yeah, hi there, Violet. And anyways, she is a very good longevity milker. We have had her where she has milked for 2 years straight, giving us a gallon a day. So we really like her genes. That's why we have a lot of her daughters. BB is one of her daughters. That's this girl right here. And then the 2 young girls that are going to be kidding for their first time this year, they are also related to Violet. So we're really trying to propagate her genes. So she's probably got maybe 1 more year of kidding for us, and then we will probably retire her. And now, when we say retire, that means that we're just going to put her out to pasture. Always keep your male goat away from your females, or it will taint your milk. A lot of people that don't like goat milk, they have that really goaty taste. Some people prefer that goaty taste. We don't. So we have this huge separation from our girls and the buck, and we don't get nasty milk. The Fonz. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's probably close to 7 foot tall if he stands all the way up on his haunches. He's a big boy. We want to thank you guys for joining us on this video on going through our goats and explaining some of the tasks that we do to check on our animals before they give birth, and also just a brief introduction to our animals. Remember guys, please give us a big thumbs up on this video if you really like it. It really does help us in the algorithm for YouTube so other people can see our content. And also, please consider subscribing to our channel. We'd really love you guys to follow us on our homesteading journey. And again, thank you guys so much. We appreciate all those of you that have subscribed and do follow us. We just want to give you a big shout out and a huge thank you. We appreciate it a lot to our family. And if you have any questions, please give me a comment below. A lot of times when I'm going through a lot of this information, we just kind of surpass information that we take for granted. So if there's something you have a question about, please ask me below, and I will do my best to answer it to the best of our ability. So thank you guys.